This is integrated 3. It's problem 4-34. It says for each question in problem 4-33 that you decided was open, give examples of answers that might be difficult to compare and quantify. For each question that you decide is closed, explain why you may not get as much information as you want from the answer. So if you look at 4-33, it says label each as open or closed. So if it says how often do you exercise and you only give them 3 options, that's closed. And then so it says for each one of these that was open, give examples. So for each question you said was closed, explain why you might not get as much information. So on this one we said it was closed. Why may we not get as much information as we want or as there is? Well, you only gave 3 options. They can either exercise every day, once a week or more, or less than once a week. So the answer key says if someone exercises more than once a day, we wouldn't know. Like, so maybe they do 2 workouts a day or something. You wouldn't know that because you closed off your question. So letter B was, what is your favorite sport to watch? So you didn't give them any answer choices. They can say anything they want, so that's open. And then we were supposed to give examples of answers that might be difficult to compare. So what is your favorite sport to watch? So some people might say it's butterfly catching, and some people might say it's fishing, and some people might say it's hockey, and some people might say it's skiing. And like you could end up with every single person choosing a different sport, and so then when you try to make some comparisons, it would be too much. Or that's my answer. Let's see what they say. Yeah, people could also say stuff like, instead of listing a bunch of odd sports, they could just say, I like team sports. And then that leaves you wondering, well, what sport is that? You know, and some people might say, well, anyway, these don't have any really right or wrong answers. Letter C says, what is your favorite time of year? Well, since you didn't force them into choosing A, B, C, or D, they could say anything. So you would probably expect them to say something like spring, summer, winter, fall, but they might say Christmas time, or they might say tax season, or they might say football season. They might say my birthday. I mean, there's no telling what they would say. The answer key says winter, sunny days, holiday season. So those are difficult to compare and quantify, like all the different kinds of answers that people can give you. So it's kind of a little bit dangerous to give too open of a question. And then the last one was, in which country were you born? So that one should be closed, even though they can say any country. Like you didn't make them choose between 3 countries or whatever. There are only a certain quantity of countries in the world. So there is a finite list of countries. So that is definitely a closed question. And then, so it said if it was closed, what did it say? For each question that you decide is closed, explain why you may not get as much information as you want from the answer. So it's closed, but maybe they say their country is China, and that doesn't. I mean, it depends on what kind of information you're looking for, but China's huge. So even the United States is huge. So this answer key says we do not learn the region of the country. So in case it's a gigantic country, it doesn't give us like a lot of information. There's no right or wrong answer.